Hello. So, does anybody have any announcements before we start? I want all the new coaches up in here.
I do. So I have a new coach. Emily is on her first team call, and she should be Emerald like any second. So I'm really excited.
Oh my gosh, congrats. I feel like there's a couple.
And I have a new coach as well who just texted me and is saying she's having trouble getting on the call, but she's Emerald on Thursday.
Oh my God, Crystal.
So that's exciting.
Amazing. I have lots of new coaches on the call. No big deal. Everyone should raise your hand. Okay. Hello. And if you if your face is not on, how come? All right. So any other announcements? Cool. I have a couple things to say, and I just want to make sure I probably don't have this date right, so I need some help from somebody. 21-day fix in real time. When is that coming out? May 20th on Beachbody On Demand? Somebody know that for sure?
I think it's the 31st.
There it is. Thank you.
And people can get it for free if they sign up with the challenge pack in May.
You guys hear that? That's what I wanted to say, because I didn't have all the info correct. So thank you. Do you guys know, I always try to tell you guys this, in your Coach Online office under breaking news, all of this information is in front of you. I just sometimes like to repeat it. Also, Vegan Recover is coming out this month. I think that one is the May 20th one. There it is. I knew I had May 20th right. Are you guys all pointing your new coaches into, oh, yay, we're going to celebrate, Lindsay. Are you guys all pointing your new coaches into the Beachbody Champions training? Yes. So if you guys have not checked it out, in the file section in the team page, team determination, I posted a like getting started right, like new coach checklist basically is what I send my coaches right after they sign up to be a coach. And by right after, I mean after I get them hooked up with a workout program and comfortable with working out for like at least a week. I send them the next steps for coaching, and they're in the file section. You could just take that whole thing, copy and paste it, and make it your own and add your own links. Super duplicatable. And I just wanted to make sure everybody's on the same page of the whole Beachbody Champions thing. But again, do what works for you. When I get back from my road trip, or maybe even before, I don't know yet, but we're going to start doing a like new coach happy hour. Forrest is basically going to be running the show with that. I'll be like there, but Forrest is going to be running that. So it's going to be every Thursday at 8:30. And I'll let you know more about that, but it's not going to be like new coaches, like not just, you know, everyone can say they're a new coach if they've been doing this for a month or 2 months or 3 months, even a friggin' year or two, like you're still a new coach, you know, but when I say new coach, I mean literally new coach of the week, you know, so if you're on, like, it's going to be the same thing, don't hop on again. We're going to be going over exactly what to do to get started. So that's going to be fun. As soon as that's live, I'll let you know. I'm just letting you know what's coming up next. And then if you guys are wanting to go to like leadership, which is 5-star and above, it's like they pay, it's the last couple of years I was in Las Vegas. I was in like the nicest hotel in the area. They pay for like everything. It's like so glamorous that if you want to go to the leadership conference, it's in Arizona this year, and you need to hit your 5-star goal by like official 5-star by August 31st. So I would love for you guys to be there with me. It's pretty goddamn lonely without you. For real. Not kidding. So like, please. So again, by August 31st, you need to start qualifying 5 weeks before. If you're a brand new coach, sorry, you probably don't get this yet, but if you're obviously at least a diamond, you know exactly what I'm talking about, and you can do it. Okay. So now, I'm gonna make sure I don't mess this up. How pretty was that graphic I made? Okay. Let me talk about Ashley real quick. So Ashley is a wife, stepmom, retired hairstylist. She actually quit hairdressing like what, your first month, 2 months?
Yeah, a month into coaching.
So that's insane. Obviously it's like scary, and it was most people would call her crazy because I basically did the same thing. But she got rid of that job so she can have more time with coaching and obviously build a business that lasts. And now she's like covered that. So she doesn't have to go back to hairdressing ever again. Diamond Coach Success Starter, which means she got Success Club 5 or higher her first 3 months as a coach and got her free ticket to Summit. And then founder of Team Live with Purpose. The topic is all about this little guy. Who has it? Just wondering, who has it out? Oh my gosh.
Proud of all of you. Thank
For
you.
real. Ashley took this very seriously. I wish that I wasn't so awkward in the whole beginning because this is going to be used all the time. So now I'm like, Ashley, do you know how to cut that down? But anyway, let's you can just go ahead, and again, I'm going to start like eating soon, so don't mind me, okay?
Hey.
Thank you.
Hi guys, I know there's like a lot of new coaches on here, so I just thought I'd introduce myself really quick. For those of you that don't know me, my name's Ashley Spalding. I'm 26. Like Haley said, I'm a wife. I'm a stepmom. I've been coaching now for like 2 years. And like Haley said, I quit my hairstyling job a month into coaching, and I just want to say something really quick about that before I dive into what I want to talk to you guys about. When I quit hairstyling, you guys, it's not because the money was there in the beginning. It's so that I had more time to actually work this business. I waitressed 5 days a week in place of doing hair, and that compensated the income, and having the entire day was how I got to work my business. So I just wanted to throw that out there really quick because I feel like when a lot of people hear my story, they're like, holy shit, she quit within a month. No, it's not like that. I did it for the time. But I'm so excited to talk to you guys tonight. I've literally been like going over notes and things like that all day on this topic. And it's just gotten me like more and more fired up. My team is probably so freaking sick of hearing me say every week, did you print this tracker yet? Seriously, guys, print it out. And I'll tell you why I think it's so important to print it in a little bit. But I want to hear from you guys right now. I want you all to comment in the chat. Who here has a strategy for how you go about your daily tasks in your business? And who just kind of like wings it? I want you guys all to blow up the chat right now. Winging it, half and half, semi. Just started, that's okay, girl. Thanks for being here. Yes, cool. Oh my gosh, all these new coaches. I'm so happy you guys are here. Awesome. Okay. So a lot of you are like me where you're kind of just like flying by the seat of your pants. And I think our team dynamic is like pretty solid in that area. So for me, for the past 2 years of my business, I've really just been kind of winging it with my day-to-day actions. You know, like I said, I have all this time now. I have all day to be working my business. And I know what the vital behaviors are, but for me, what I wasn't really doing is setting my intentions where they needed to be, and implementing where it needed to be implemented, like based off of those vital behaviors. So about a month ago, I've been using the Success Club system or like the tracker or whatever for about a month now. And I started hearing so much about it. Like I was literally hearing it on the National Wake Up Call. I was hearing it in every single training video that I was listening to. It kept popping up in my news feed when I would like pull up the Beachbody Champions page. And so many successful coaches and top coaches were talking about how they're implementing the system and how they're teaching it to their teams, and they're seeing massive amounts of success. And I just took it as a sign that I'm like, this is where I've been struggling for so long, is being intentional with my day-to-day tasks and not wasting time. I need to start implementing this. So for those of you that are new, or for anybody that hasn't really dove into what exactly this system is, I'm going to give you just kind of like a little briefing of it. So what the Success Club system is it's a set of actions from each vital behavior that are proven to help you grow your business. So if you guys look at this tracker, for those of you that have it printed out, I have it here just in a 3-ring binder. If you look at this here, it's divided into 4 different categories for each vital behavior, and you have sections within each vital behavior that it tells you to do every day. So in each section, it really helps you focus and track your activities for the week to help you be consistent with your day-to-day tasks. So by following this, you're kind of focused on the actions rather than the outcome. You know, we're doing this to build consistency and to be consistent with our business so that we can see growth. Don't worry about, oh, I need to be diamond by this date, or I need to be 15-star by this date, or I need to get to leadership this year. You need to be implementing these day-to-day actions so that you can build up to be a diamond, to be a 15-star, to be at leadership. All of those things are not going to happen unless you're implementing these day-to-day actions every single day, you guys. So a couple of facts just about this system that I got from Beachbody that I thought was pretty cool. So in the beginning, the system launched in January, and they did a trial of 1,600 part-time coaches to use this system. Their findings were they were getting 3 times more Success Club points, 2.5 times more customers, 3 times as many coaches, and 4 times more likely to hit Success Club in the first 2 weeks of the month rather than the last 2 weeks of the month. So those are huge numbers, you guys. Like, think about where you're at for Success Club now, or like what your average is for Success Club each month. And if you're starting out, you guys, just bear with me here, but think about where your average Success Club number is at. I usually average between like 8 and 12. So this means, like, what could this do for your life, you guys? Like, if you start implementing something like this, take your average Success Club number and times that by 3. You know, what could 30 Success Club points do for you? Yes, it's not all about commission. Commission isn't going to build you a long-lasting business, but it's sure as shit going to help. You know, so just think about that, like what this could really do for you. I want you guys to comment in the chat again, like what your average number was at and where you would be 3 times that number. So tell me your number times 3, like where you would be at if you started implementing a system like this, where you would be at if you started something like this. I just kind of want to see. Because it's kind of a wake-up call. You know, I've been listening to so many different like trainings from other coaches lately, and all I hear is everything about this system. Like, why make it more complicated on yourself when Beachbody is literally handing this to us on a freaking silver platter? They've tested this on 1,600 part-time coaches, you guys. Those are coaches just like you. Anybody in here that works a full-time job, working their business in the cracks of their day, you know? And I'm going to go over like why I love each section basically too on this, but I kind of want to just like get the facts straight first. So, how I've been implementing this, you guys, is literally not complicated at all. I just go by what the dang thing tells me to do. The thing I really, really love about all of this, so I'm just going to go over each section. So if you guys have this printed out, great, you can follow along. If not, get it printed out immediately. But the first section here is being proof the product works. Another source of accountability, if you're just starting this and you're just working on your health and fitness journey, you have to be proof the product works, you guys. There's a checkbox for when you do your workout and when you have your shake. Easy. And then the next section is connect, invite, and follow up. And if you can see on here, this is the biggest section of the entire tracker for a reason. You have to be talking and connecting with people and letting them know that you have something to offer. So the thing I really like about this section is that it gives you a time frame on technically how long it should be taking you each day. So it says on here that this section should take you about an hour and 40 minutes. And that hour and 40 minutes, you guys, that's not a consecutive hour and 40 minutes. If you don't have that kind of time, that's not how you're going to do it. So the first thing here is you're going to initiate connections and add followers, 20 minutes long. I did that today, you guys, while my kid got a haircut. It's that simple. Don't overthink it. If you listen to the National Wake Up Call on Monday, check yourself. The second you start scrolling, think about it. What could you be doing instead to build your business? You can find new friends to follow. You can look at the Explore page and start commenting on other people's stuff to make new friends and build engagement. But just reality check yourself, because you may be doing the tasks already on this list. You're just not knowing that you're doing them. So, and some of these things are as simple as just posting on your Instagram story. Are you sharing something about your daily life? Most likely. Are you sharing workout clips? You better be. Product use. We all make Energize on our freaking stories, you guys. I'm pretty sure that we all do. You drink your shake every day. Take a picture and showcase that. You don't have to blast the label of Shakeology on there or Energize or Beachbody On Demand or anything like that, but just showing people consistently that you use these products every single day. I can't tell you how many messages I get a week saying, what is that yellow drink that you have? Because I consistently show it every single day on my story. Now the rest of this, it's this actually kind of gave me a gut check here, is a healthy meal or a meal prep. We eat food, we're health and wellness coaches here. We're on meal plans and we cook and do all the things. Why don't we give some free value and share that with people? It's easy just to take a quick snapshot of your food for the night. It does not have to be pretty, you guys. Check out my stories if you don't believe me, because I am not into pretty food looking pictures or anything like that. But it's so simple to just be hey, this is what I ate tonight. It took me 15 minutes to cook in the oven. Tag me if you try it, and just give people that. That's free value that we can be giving out. Anyways, it just gives you kind of all of that in that section. 25 minutes to respond to new likes, comments, and views. It says to invite at least 5 people to join a challenge group or to the coaching opportunity. I'm just going to be real, especially for you new coaches on here. 5 invites a day is not going to get you to your goal. 5 invites a day is literally the absolute bare minimum. If you want to build a big business and you want to build quick and you want to hit Success Club every month, cross out that 5 and write 30. Okay? Write 30 on there. That's 1, going to push you out of your comfort zone, and 2, going to push you into success faster. And then 15 minutes for follow-ups and inviting. You don't think, you kind of think that some of these tasks take you a long time. But literally, I sat on the phone with Haley today and I did 10 follow-ups in a matter of 3 minutes. Once you get a system down, you guys, it's not that hard. But having a system in place is what's going to help you push further into success and get a routine down. Now, the next section here, getting people results, should be about 30 minutes a day. That's checking in with your challenge group, answering any questions that people have in your boot camps, or any questions that your coaches have in your team page. If any of my coaches have emailed me or texted me, that's when I respond to what they have to say. Super simple. It doesn't have to be that hard. And then the last one, personal development. I think this should be at the top of the page, to be honest, because if your mindset's not right, you're not going to want to do any of this. So for me, the first box I check off every single day is my personal development. And for those of you that aren't consistently doing personal development, you need to be. I promise you, it will change the game tremendously. So a couple other things that I want to point out that I really, really like about this tracker is you can kind of track on the bottom here how your Instagram is growing by the number of followers. I always write right underneath here the number of followers I start with, and then I'll write the number that I end with that week. That way in the box, I can write how many new followers I've gotten that week and see. I can look back and reflect on that week to kind of see, okay, I did these kinds of posts, I talked about this on my story, and I'm growing a lot. But then if I have a week where I'm not getting a lot of followers, it's another way for me to look back and be like, okay, I need to clearly do posts like I was doing before, or talk about my stories before. Pay attention to that kind of stuff, you guys. If you have a post that's getting tons of engagement, whether it be the picture or the words, post more stuff like that. People clearly like it. And then it shows you can track your number of challengers and new coaches, your success club points for the week. And then the really, really great thing that I love about this tracker, you guys, is just right at the top here. Every single week, you are reiterating why you became a coach and who your ideal coach is to be on your team. So many people get caught up in the overwhelm of having to do all of the tasks listed below. But if you forget why the heck you even started anyways, none of those tasks even matter. It doesn't even matter, you guys, if you don't remember the reason why you became a coach in the first place and what lit that fire in your belly to want to do this every single day. So just keep that in mind. I wanted to say too that I highly recommend printing this out, and I see that a lot of people have it in a plastic sleeve, which is great. I think that's great. I'm really glad that you guys have it printed out, but I want to tell you why I think it's so important to have it.
Hey, real quick, the only reason why I have mine in a plastic sleeve is because I use it as a prop literally every day. I'd be like, are you using this? Are you using this? But I also have it in a binder.
You're good. I just wanted to say, I love the idea of having it in a sleeve, you guys. I think that's great. But the reason that I really love having it printed out for the number of weeks throughout the year is so that you can look back on your progress every single week and see the boxes that you're not checking off every single day. You can see where you're lacking and where you need to improve. I'm going to tell you guys straight up, I don't check every single box on here every single day. I'm human too. Life happens. Sometimes it just doesn't happen. But then I can look back and reflect on that and be like, okay, I really need to step up my recognition game. And that for me is the truth. I need to step up my recognition game. I think about it. Now I actually need to do it, And so you can really look back on your progress every single week and see where you need to progress further and where your intentions need to go. So I think it's great. If you guys have a system that's working for you, awesome. Seriously, if it's working, don't change it. Don't change it just because I come on here and teach you about this and, you know, like, oh, it sounds cool and it's working for me, but do what works best for you. But if you don't have some sort of system in place, if you're like me a month ago or the past 2 years and you've just been winging it the whole time, give this 3 months, you guys. Don't give it a month. Give this 3 solid months of committing to this tracker and following it the way it's designed and see what happens to your business. I can already tell a difference just from implementing a month. Does that mean I've hit SC30 already? No, because it's the compound effect. You know, you have to consistently do things over time for it to compound to massive success, you know? So just keep that in mind. It will help you grow consistently over time, but not without every single piece of the puzzle that is on this tracker. So that's kind of all I have for you. I love it so much. And like I said, I tell my team probably every time we have a team call or a one-on-one call that they should be utilizing this tracker if they're not already. I just really think it's amazing. And why overcomplicate something that doesn't need to be overcomplicated, especially when Beachbody has laid it out completely. If you guys want more information on it too, or you want more trainings and things like that, there's a whole training thing that goes along with it in the Beachbody Champions page. If you're a new coach, that's basically all a part of your new coach training. So you'll be good to go there. I was just going to look through here and see if there were any questions.
That was awesome, Ash. Thank you.
Thank you.
Get it. So do you guys have any questions like about like, oh, who do I recognize, or how do I follow people? You know what I mean? Like questions.
I wanted to go over that too, because that was like one of the biggest things too that I kind of felt in the beginning as far as recognition goes. Especially as a new coach, you guys, that's probably one of the vital behaviors that's like, well, I just started yesterday and I don't have a team yet, you know? You guys, you are surrounded by an entire team right now. It does not have to be your direct downline. If you see somebody doing something amazing, or say somebody posts in your challenge group or whatever, and they have like an awesome transformation, I mean, if it's a picture, obviously ask permission if you can share it, but shout them out on your story. Make a Woman Crush Wednesday post about them. You know, it doesn't have to be people in your direct downline. It can be people on your team. It could even be people not on your team, just within the network, you know? It can be anybody.
Sorry, I was gonna say, even like your husband, for like right now, he's making dinner for me. You know what I mean? So while I'm on this team call. So there's, I mean, so many different ways to shout people out. Your mom for supporting you and doing a workout with you, you know? So it just lets other people know that it's not just you doing it. You're not, you know, you are making a difference, and, you know, people are supporting you or whatever it is. So, cause that's like a story, cause now I can make a whole story out of that now. Patrick didn't think this was like going to be this big of a deal of a business, you know, and now here he is.
Exactly. So I wanted to just address one question on here. Ashton, I saw that you said, you know, like, what if you're running out of people to invite and all of that. That's why these tasks, you spend 20 to 25 minutes growing your network every single day. So that way you're never running out of people to talk to, because you're always consistently growing your network. Yeah, you may only have 5 new people to talk to that day, but that's 5 more people than you would have talked to if you didn't grow your network and you had 0 people. It takes time, you guys. Like, I started this journey or business, whatever you want to say. I started with maybe like 300 followers on my Instagram. And over the last 2 years, I built that up to where it is now. I think I have around like 5,500 or something like that. but that's because I show up every single day. I post on my stories every day. And the one time I missed posting on social media in the last 2 years was because Instagram decided to be an asshole. So, but did I lose anything because of that? No, because I've been consistent for the last 2 years and I continuously build my network.
I just wanted to quickly say, Ash, I don't know if did you go over this part? Like,
I didn't really, because I have kind of another way of like tracking who I'm talking to, and I wasn't sure if I should get into that.
No, you don't have to get into all that right now, but just know that it's available. Like, so I mean,
Yeah.
on
On the back page.
Like, seriously, how cool is this though?
It is. And the thing that I like it, and I like how it, the layout of it and everything. If you guys can't see, basically on the back page, it has like a bunch of lines and stuff for you to write down who you've contacted that week. But for me, my goal is to send like 68 messages a day. I've worked my way up to that, so don't think as a new coach that you like whatever need to be sending 68 invites or messages. But for me, like I would literally run out of room within the first 30.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, you can start with this, guys, and like she said, work your way up to it.
If it's your goal, you know, you guys, to like fill the page up each week, that's great. You know, start there. We all have to start somewhere and do what works for you. Remember, you are an independent Beachbody coach. Your success depends on you. So you start where you can. You know, just because I do a certain number of invites or Haley does a certain number of invites doesn't mean we started there, and doesn't mean you have to either. No, we've worked our way up to do what we do now. So let's see. Yeah, if you guys want, like, I'll just throw it out there real quick. You guys can watch the training in the champions page. The way that I track who I'm talking to, I do Ashley Feldyson's notebook method. You can look it up in the Beachbody Champions page. She has an entire video explaining it, and I think it's amazing. So
yeah, just look
that's
up
what I do.
Yeah.
Just look it up in the champions page.
Yeah, if you just type her name in the search bar, you'll be able to find it.
Yeah. So let's see. I saw that somebody asked too about finding new followers. I can just like touch on that really quick on how I like to go about finding new people to follow. So I generally build my business on Instagram. I love Instagram. Facebook, even since the beginning, has just like never really been my jam. And so I do what works for me, and I build on Instagram solely. So what I like to do is, this is probably my favorite way to find people, is I look at the ads that Instagram advertises to me. So back in March, we went on a cruise, the Success Club cruise, and I was looking up a lot of different like bathing suits and sundresses and just like really cute outfits and things like that. And so, of course, the internet is like weird and knows what you're thinking at all times and advertises that to you. And so what I like to do, if I see an ad and the picture of it, like say they advertised a bathing suit to me and I loved that bathing suit, like that's maybe something I would actually click on and buy. I look at the other people that like that as well, because we have something in common. Like we have similar taste in fashion. And so I go through their likes and I spend some time on this. I don't just hit like follow. I look through the people because I want to find people just like me. So I spend some time looking through there, maybe the first like couple hundred people, and I follow maybe like 10 to 20 new people off of that. That's 10 to 20 new friends that I made that day, you know? And so that's how you can find people that are going to be like just like you, similar to your brand, you know? So that's one way that I really like to find new followers. I really don't mess with hashtags anymore, just because I just don't.
Just do what works for you.
Yeah, exactly. Like, do what works for you, you guys. Like, we're all different here. We all learn differently. We all work differently. All I can do is sit here and, like, give you the tips and tricks that have worked for me. So maybe you can implement them and see what works best for you. So let's see. Building your network. Okay, cool. Well, does anybody else have any questions? Like, does anybody have any questions about like any part of the tracker? I know we kind of talked about like adding followers and initiating connections, like responding to all new likes and comments, or like anything with your challenge group. Please speak now or message me later.
Cool. Real though.
Cool.
Cool.
Well, I hope I covered everything then.
I think that you did. I mean, I'm glad because I don't know. Thanks for doing this because
Yeah. I love it so much, you guys. Like, it even has on here, you can check off for your team call. You know, like, did you listen to the National Wake Up Call, and did you, like, get on or watch the recording of your team call that week? You know? It's really awesome, and it's so basic.
Dude,
it's so basic.
Those numbers that you said about the 3.
Isn't it crazy?
I would be hitting like, oh my gosh, yes.
I almost called you earlier because I was like going over the notes again in the champions page, and like pretty much everything you guys that I said you can find in the champions page as well. But I literally wanted to, Haley, this is so cool. I'm like getting so fired up because it's like, it's just a system, and like us as leaders have been talking for so long and creating groups and trainings for you guys to make things as simple as possible. And we wanted to take it a step further, but trying to think of a way to do that. And like Beachbody saved us all that time by doing it for us, you know? So yes, all of the trainings and things like that we've previously created have great and amazing content and tips and tricks in there to help you guys succeed even further. But just starting with the basics is all you need to do for now. Like, don't overcomplicate it. Just do these things.
Perfection.
I was going to just mention too, if you guys if you start doing this and you start feeling like a little lost on kind of how to go about actually sitting down to do the tracker, every Tuesday, I believe, I'm not sure what time, they have a new banner in the champions page each week on what time it's going to be at and who it's going to be with. But they do an action hour every single week where that coach each week pretty much goes over how they implement this system or the system that they implement. So if you struggle finding new people to follow, or you struggle with getting your invites done, get on that action hour or watch the live recording and do it with that person. Super helpful tips and tricks on there.
Yeah, I'm obsessed with the Beachbody Champions page, but I don't want you guys to just like live there and not take action on anything you learn. So like, yeah. Cool.
I just saw a question from Forrest. I feel like sometimes I'll start a conversation then not know how to transition into inviting. Is there an easy way to get that topic with potential coaches and customers? So, I mean, do you want me to go in really quick since we have time on how I've been inviting just a little bit on how I kind of just...
whatever you want.
Okay, so we'll kind of like flip the script for 1 second and talk about inviting. The reason I love this so much, you guys, is because I'm super basic AF when it comes to like life, all except for like my hair, but literally so basic when it comes to everything. I did a call for my team last week on this and talked about really simple inviting and how we are in 2019, you guys. Network marketing is becoming such a huge thing that gone are the days of having to form people. You will never catch me messaging somebody that follows me or something like that and be like, oh my God, your dog is so cute. What kind is it? What's its name? Blah, blah, blah. To get to where I want to talk about health and fitness. That's just me. Somebody that could work great for somebody else, but that's not me. I like to get straight to the point. My Instagram is my business, and you would never walk into like Target and not have somebody ask you, hey, can I help you find something? Yes, I'm looking for this. No, I'm just here to browse, and that's basically how I start my conversations. Hey, thanks so much for following me. I super appreciate the support, and I hope my page brings you some inspiration. Are you on a health and fitness journey too? That's how I sit. That's literally my invite, you guys. It's so simple. It's so basic. They should know by coming to my page that I'm into health and fitness, and I have something to offer. They can easily be like, yes, I am. Things are going great, blah, blah, blah. Cool. Have you ever thought about becoming an online fitness influencer? Coach invite. No, I should be though. Oh my gosh, girl, you should totally think about joining one of my accountability groups. Boot camp invite. Oh, what's that? Give me more information. Okay. What's your email? Super simple, you guys. Like super, super stupid simple. That's how I transition things. If they say, no, I'm not interested, cool. Like, where are you from? Like, let's talk and get to be friends. So that way, maybe down the line, that's when I start to do the forming. If they're not interested right now, to me, that means not right now. I never take no for an answer usually. I always come back to people and build the relationship and continue to have friends. I have so many people that I talk to on Instagram that I talk to every single day that I have invited to this opportunity a handful of times. They will be ready when they're ready. Until then, let's talk about hair. Let's talk about makeup. Let's talk about fashion. Let's talk about, like, I don't know, our families, whatever. Like, let's get to know each other. And maybe for them, that's what it's gonna take for them to be ready. But I still offered, the seed is planted. I saw somebody say earlier, we're not hunters, we are farmers. And this is something that a lot of us are learning about that are in the Push to Summit group, and how we're not here to hunt for people, you guys. We're here to plant seeds as a farmer and be consistent and watch that grow, So that's kind of like, I guess I kind of hope that answers the question a little bit as far as like transitioning. I don't have a great answer for that because I kind of get straight to the point, but just ask, because if you don't ask, you don't know the answer, So
love that. I was obsessed with Pat Rillman when he said that.
Oh, yeah.
He was like, whatever, don't hunt. You should farm and like plant the seeds and have them grow into a coach, basically.
Yeah, I love it.
Cool, man.
So just to any new coaches that are on here, like if you guys are like, whoa, just take it one day at a time, you guys. Seriously, this is a journey. This is, it's not a sprint. It's a marathon, So just remember that, like, if you're feeling overwhelmed right now, especially if this is your first team call and some of the things that I'm talking about will be a little bit over your head, just know that overwhelm is a feeling. You can dismiss that immediately and then just get right back to work and write down your why and remember why you want to start coaching in the first place. Okay? It's not like, seriously, this is such a gift that we have to give to everybody. And we have to be doing those things behind the scenes to let people know, hey, I have something that could change your life. Can I tell you more about it? The worst they can say is no. And then you just bless and release.
Mm-hmm.
So how often would you follow up with people that have approached you and decide they want to join? Send them a share cart and then never do. So, I mean, I kind of do like every couple of days, I guess. I think he talked about this on the National Wake Up Call, how he does like every 2 days. He'll follow up with people before a boot camp. Obviously, you don't want to be like every other day, hey, are you going to fill out that share card yet? But, you know, give it a week. Like, follow up with them for a week. And if they just still aren't into it yet, just be like, all right, I'll follow up with them in a month. Maybe now is just not the right time. And I flat out ask people too, hey, did you have any questions on anything, or did you change your mind? No worries if you did. I just want to know. You know, I'm just curious because I care about you. You know, you came to me with your goals. You told me you want to do this, and I was really excited to help you. I just want to know what happened. You know, did you run into a financial snag? Can I help you set up a payment plan or something or like a savings plan to help you save up for when the next boot camp comes around? Did you change your mind? You know, what objections do you have? What other questions do you have that I can answer for you? I always tell people I'm an open book. I'm not here to hide anything from you. You know, if you want answers, I have them. And if I don't, I'll find them for you. You know, be resourceful in that way. If people have questions and they have objections, find the answer for them, you guys. Don't try to like sugarcoat anything. You just have to be real and be honest, you know, build that trust with people. Yeah, if you guys haven't listened to the National Wake Up Call, definitely listen to it again. I highly recommend the one from last week too, because that one was gold.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it made me realize whenever I'm like even looking at my phone, I'm like, ew, stop. Like, if you're on your phone, work. There's so much you can do on this tracker. In 20 minutes just scrolling, dude. Like, are you serious?
And that's the thing too, you guys, that I was listening. I just downloaded the book Eat That Frog, and I am obsessed already. If you have like a huge fear on this list, which I am sure for everybody or most people it's inviting. If you have some sort of fear like that, you got to eat that frog and do it right away. But he was saying something about, oh shoot, I totally lost my train of thought now.
Somebody eat that frog. Somebody eat that frog, huh?
What were we just saying before this?
Goddamn.
Oh my God, I got to take these extensions out of my head. Shoot, you guys, I had a really good point to make too. I'm really sad now.
You're gonna like post it later.
I'm going to have to, because I totally it's gone.
Something's supposed to eat that frog. That's all we know.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you're so pretty. Get out of my face.
What?
You're so pretty. Look at you. I'm like,
What?
You did a great job. Actually, I'm sorry. I'm so out of it today.
Oh, you're fine. I really appreciate you guys all being here tonight. I know this is like the most exciting thing to talk about in the world, but you can tell that I'm like really excited about it because I love it so much, and I'm like so excited to mark things off, like all the boxes. On
Thursday, I really Kelsey Hayden started it for us on last Thursday, but I'm gonna really try to make it a priority to do like a post your tracker below on every Thursday. So every Thursday we can hold each other accountable to, our work, talk about what we're going to work on next week and all that. So thank you, Ashley. I appreciate you. We all appreciate you. You did such a great job. And now I love knowing all these little facts.
So fun, isn't it? Facts are fun.
Sure are. Thanks, guys.
A 5-year-old teacher. Facts are fun.
I love you guys. Enjoy the rest of your night. Thanks again, Ash.
Thank you, guys.